Hey, what's up? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing all right. I'm doing okay myself. Today was a pretty okay day. Yeah. Anyway. It's that time of the day once again for me to stream some video games. I wonder if anyone's going to show up though. Well, we'll see. Anyway, let's get right into it, huh? Yeah, nothing really of note happened today, as far as I'm aware, so I got really nothing to talk about. Pause the music. Boop. Open the game. Stop being frozen. Open the game. There you go. So apparently, before we get back to this, there's one last thing. Oh, I was in the wrong space. Weird that it's not over by the stadium, but okay.
Traveler, Paimon, Bunglehead, over here. Hey, Layla! Have you and Twirly Whirly been having fun these past few days? Definitely. With Twirly Whirly helping me carry my luggage, we could go camping really far away, and I got to see the stars from a different perspective. I even managed to make some progress with my paper. Although, I've tried making almost everything on my food list now. Every time I used flour or something, it got in the air and gave me a coughing fit. But after all that, I still haven't figured out what Twirly Whirly likes. It would be great if the improved wisdom orb allowed us to communicate directly with the fungi. I should mention that in my letter and get someone to ask a senior Amorta scholar.
Lorta. Yeah? Yeah?
Paimon's never seen you in such good spirits, Layla. You spoke a lot more than usual just now, and you're still full of life. You really go the extra mile for your shroom buddies. I think I might have overexerted myself, though. I'm flagging hard. Let's go see Miss Yai before I crash.
So we must say our farewells. 'Tis a shame.
You're earlier than I expected.
Miko, you're not leaving, are you? It feels like you never got to properly enjoy your vacation here.
Oh, my needs for amusement have been more than met. Thanks to your help, our little inspiration hunt went perfectly. Not only did we gain invaluable experience in the tournament, we also had all the excitement of exposing a criminal conspiracy. Yes, I think I might ask Soka to ditch her original characters and just make you the protagonists in her next novel.
You were helping behind the scenes. You knew there was something up, well, with Alhingen.
True. It all makes sense now. You dropped so many hints, but it went over Paimon's head at the time. Why didn't you expose Alhingen right away, though? Why wait for things to escalate like they did?
Going for the big reveal right at the beginning would have been an anticlimax of the most literal kind. I wanted to see how you'd react in a situation like this, and you did not disappoint. I thought that the story between you and the fungi would follow a master-servant paradigm, but you offered something even better. Companionship, based on mutual understanding. From a certain point of view, it seems fitting that Alhingen, the one person who could barely keep the word master from his lips, met his downfall at your hand. Of course, considering what he's capable of, I'm sure he'll have his ways of continuing to put up a fight.
Paimon's getting confused again. In the future, we should take notes when Miko's talking and carefully look over them later.
Oh, that's enough chatting for now. I'll leave Blitzara in your hands. Remember to take good care of it. I hope you really give this a good shot, you and Hania. The future of this highly entertaining tournament depends on the decisions you make from now on. I'm excited to see what you've got in store for us.
Is it just gonna be like Pokemon? Please tell me that there is a way to evolve our mushrooms. That would be amazing.
It's okay. I can handle it.
Oh, hello. You are all the way over there. I really want the opportunity to like be able to like evolve some of my mushroom buddies. That'd be so cool. And then for them to like actually add in something Pokemon as is like, what? So and so is evolving. That'd be amazing. I would love that. That'd be so cool. Why'd I do that? I was so gun-ho on leaving the elevator, I forgot which direction I was supposed to go. Oh. Oh. Hey, Lily, what's up?
Hello, all. Right on time. I've collected all the other contestants' wisdom orbs and found a suitable place for our fungi friends to live. I'll make absolutely sure the surrounding environment is not affected. Say hello to everyone, Kindlejoy.
Kindlejoy? I have had it to refigure out all of my profiles and logins due to Chrome cache clear. Oh.
That's Pyro One's new name. When I saw how well behaved it was when we first met, a sense of joy welled up inside me. If I just let go of my preconceived notions about fungi and allowed myself to truly feel that moment, maybe I could have felt like that all this time.
Was trying to talk a few minutes back? Oh. I had no clue.
I'm so glad Hania has finally worked things out.
Yeah! Even though Paimon has gotten used to the name Pyro 1 at this point, the new name holds so much more significance.
Find my password again. Congratulations, Hania. Congratulations to you too, Kindle Joy.
I will commit to giving these gentle creatures the highest standard of care I can provide. Please, rest assured that your fungi friends will be safe with me.
I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Go on, Twirly Whirly. Be a good fungus now and do everything that Hania says.
But Zara, Miko will be back to visit when the next Beast Tamers tournament comes around. High five, Bongo Head! It was really fun having you around. Paimon hopes that you have a good time at Hania's, and is really looking forward to seeing you again next time.
We'll meet again. That's a promise.
I hope that the day when humans and fungi can live in harmony will come quickly. I believe in you all. You'll make it happen. I look forward to the good news.
And that's it. That's the end of the story. Wow, wow, wow. Can you believe it? So what have you been up to lately, Lily?
There is no escape.
Thanks, traveler. It's good to see you're all right. I'm Elber, a businessman. I was just relaxing here. I never expected to get attacked by those helitrolls. Didn't you have any guards with you? We have heard in town that normally merchants would hire the eremites to escort their goods. Oh, that costs you more, The prices they asked for were just astronomical. I'm running a small business, can't afford that kind of price. I thought, well, I know a thing or two about fighting monsters anyway. It's not a long haul, so I might as well go on my own. But I didn't expect the helitrolls to spook my two sumpter beasts. I was ran down by one before I could even react, and when I came to my feet, I got kicked by the other one. Uh-oh. I soon ran away, and I was besieged by helitrolls. Luckily for me, you were here to help. But all of my stuff is on those two sumpter beasts. Traveler, could you please help bring them back for me? They could knock me over. Don't worry. They are gentle in nature. It's just those hilichurls knocked over their food. They had traveled so far with the loads and were very hungry. That's why they got to dive after. So wait, they got so dive after their food got knocked over. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. So they were disrupted when eating and their food got messed up. Paimon's getting angry just thinking about it. You are quick to catch on to that, Paimon. Well, I'll just leave the food to you. Please feed the sumpter beasts when you find them. They won't throw tantrums as long as there's food. I noticed one of them knocked over the hilichurls and ran away. The other one seems to have been taken away by the hilichurls. I have marked their locations roughly and leave the rest to you, Traveler. You'll be fairly paid for the return of my goods.
Illusion shattered. Motion to compel.
You know, I can't tell if it's because I'm overweight, but sometimes, like, I'd be, like, trying to talk, and all of a sudden, like, oh my god, I'm like, burp. Like, I don't know what it is. I just killed 2 squirrels. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing, that's what. A sumpter beast. Oh, this sumpter beast is huge. Must hurt so bad getting kicked by it. You monster. I am a monster. Feed it with the food, mister. Albert gave us. Nice and slow. The sumpter beast glomps down the food. It seems to be in a good mood. So when it's in a good mood, it dances. Nice. I like sumpter beasts. Let's bring it back. I thought I'd lost it. Thank you, Traveler. I can't express my gratitude enough. I must check its condition now. Hope it wasn't hurt. Traveler, please help me find the other sumpter beast. This one looks a bit irritated. It looks like it's... Look at its hooves. So sturdy. Thunder beasts have rock-like toes. I think they're, I don't think they have hooves. I think it's like that. More of a beast than it is like a horse or something. People could get stunned by a mere kick. Paimon, you can feed it. No, you go. Hurry. Please enjoy your food. It seems less angry now. Let's bring it back. Careful. Don't get kicked. You got my 2 Sumpter beasts back. Thank you so much, Traveler. I'll return to the city as soon as I get the goods in order. I'll make sure to hire some escorts next time. About the goods. Great. I can't thank you enough, Traveler. I could have gone broke if I'd lost the goods and these 2 Southerbies. Don't mention it. Yes, your payment. Please wait a second. Please take these. I can tell from the looks that you've been vettering around. I hope to be in the business of these gears. You could use all these. The Sumpter beasts have been recovered and the goods are mostly intact. I should be off. Thanks again, Traveler. All right. Path of Papers. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Navigate. Ugh. This almost looks like something that was kind of like created with the help of the Dendro Archon. Not Dendro. Geo, the Geo Archon. Lizard tail. I wonder what I'd do with the rest of the lizard. You know? Father, I brought another new friend back. Look, this is the friend we just met. His name is Ben Ben. Ben Ben. Oh, Tearzad's awake. Looks like things are going well with Father. I don't know how you came to that ridiculous conclusion, but let's not discuss that for now. What I'm most concerned about is, what is that thing? Didn't I just introduce you? This is our new friend Ben Ben. This doesn't seem like something that could be classified as a friend, could it? Does this look a little like something that should attack us? Excuse me. Sorry. Something's in my throat. You don't have a lot of friends, do you, Tearzad? No, I don't. Wait, what does that have to do with this? You're way too uptight. You just need to open an open mind and you'll be swimming in friends in no time. Isn't that right, Ben Ben? And you're too lax. So you don't know what Ben Ben is either, huh? Its type must be related to the Ruin Guards. I don't know exactly how to operate it though. But this unique model doesn't attack outsiders and can even communicate to a certain extent. I don't remember reading anything about this. Tearzad. What is it? Isn't that amazing news? This is the material that no one has worked on before. Oh. Wait a minute. Could it be? No, it's too early to celebrate just yet. Maybe I was too narrow-minded. Just happened to not see any relevant prior research on it. Maybe someone has already published 10 treatises and thoroughly studied Ben Ben's genealogy. Why does this guy always jump to the worst conclusions? Sorry.
Wait a minute. Something doesn't seem right about it.
What is it? Ben Ben, are you... Ben Ben seems to be reacting to Tearzad's stone slate.
Tearzad, pick the stone slate up and walk towards Ben Ben.
I hired you. Don't tell me what to do. Well... Oh, Ben Ben, you're amazing, Ben Ben. Paimon doesn't completely understand what it's saying, but it seems happy. A small portion of the slate lit up. What does it mean? Do you have any ideas, Tearzad? It's hard to say. Only a portion was lit up. Besides, I've told you all before. Rigor is key to academic research. You don't want to jump to conclusions, right? Oh, yes, that's true. Looks like we'll have to find a way to light up the rest of the stone slate. Right, Ben Ben? Hold on. I have a serious question to make to you, Traveler. This has nothing to do with Jabriel or Jet, so I kindly ask that you give us some space. You're going to reveal some kind of secret? Come on, I want to hear it too.
Jet, Mind your own business.
But father, we're all companions here. Doesn't that make it our business? Fine, I'll give you all the space you want. Let's go, Ben Ben. What's the matter? Why are you getting so serious all of a sudden? Can you help me take care of this stone slate? Huh? Isn't it really important? It is, and that's why I want you to take care of it. And to be honest, seeing it light up like this makes me uneasy. I don't trust myself if something were to happen. Besides, that weird thing also seems to have some sort of response to it. That's that weird thing? You mean Ben Ben? Would it be better to give the stone slate to Jet to look after? No! I mean, absolutely not. How do I put this? Alright. I don't trust Jabril. I feel like he's just he has an ulterior motive. Since Jet is his daughter, they're obviously going to be in the same camp. Jabril might be a man of few words, but Paimon thinks he's very reliable. Could you be overthinking this, Tirazad? Jet said it before. He's from the desert. Can you really trust the desert people? I'd sooner believe that Bonifaz didn't defraud me. What do you think? My backpack's pretty big. The stone slate isn't heavy either. It can fit carrots and cabbages, so one more little stone slate shouldn't be a problem, right? Thank you. You're the only ones I can rely on in this vast sea of sand. Fucking racists. Fine. Well, I'll take care of it for you for the time being. You're a huge help. And now to abandon my friends. Aww. Well, it was worth a try. Hey, are you done whispering to each other yet? Oh.
Tirzad's ready to set off now. We should find an exit as soon as possible.
I don't need you to speak for me. That said, I am indeed ready to set off. Whenever. Great. It's been a productive day, and I've got a feeling that we'll find a way out in no time. Ben Ben and I will go on ahead. Everyone else can follow us. Jet and Ben Ben sure have headed off. That's good, right? What is going on with my leg? Oh, my foot. Look at it jiggle. Anticipation bounce within it. Shivers with the adventures yet undiscovered. That'd be hilarious. Kill the sand weasel.
Everyone hold hands.
Shine down.
Ah, I love scorpion meat.
Is this an answer from this world?
Windblade.
I really do wonder what scorpion actually tastes like. Ah, fire.
Illusion shattered.
I'll keep this close.
Uh-oh. Secrets? No secrets. Oh, that's a shame.
I see everything.
Shine down.
Incinerate.
Is this an answer from this world?
Lizard. You crazy lizard. I feel a breeze. I feel a breeze. The exit must be close by. Keep looking. We'll be out of here in no time. Woo! We can finally leave. Although it's certain to be nothing but sand for miles around out there. At least we'll be able to see the sky. That's true. Where do you guys get all this energy from? First it's exploring, then it's fighting. Let's slow down a little. You and Father are the same age, aren't you, Tirzad? How many times have we stopped to rest so far? The mind of a child, the body of an old man. Jeez. I told you, I'm an indoor, forget it. I'm an employer, so just listen to me. Oh, if it isn't Nachtigal. There you are. When the door on the other side suddenly opened, I knew you'd find an exit. I brought Cyrus and the others over. Oh, that was pretty brave of you. What if it wasn't a shortcut at all, but a trap? You've got a point. You mean that didn't even occur to you? Well, everything works out fine in the end. We've reunited, haven't we? That's enough. By the way, we've got a new member here. That's great. It's a free Mondstatter for you. That's a free Mondstatter for you. But it's better to be cautious at times like this. But isn't it great that we don't have to double back to... rendezvous? Now we can find the exit together.
Follow the wind and find your way out, but don't let your guard down.
Okay, got it.
Windblade!
Illusion shattered!
Huh. Let's appraise the value on this.
Freshly cooked weasel.
Everyone hold hands.
Paimon never thought there'd be such a place in the desert. A gem of golden sting. I don't know. It's quite safe around here, right? I can finally relax. Can Benben get wet? It shouldn't be a problem, right? Actually, let's keep you away from water.
What is it?
Hang on.
What is it?
It isn't anything important. Whose gravestone is this?
Who knows? Maybe it belongs to a nameless researcher who once tried their luck like Tirzad, but didn't roll high like he did. King Deshret's secrets rarely reveal themselves to mortals. Tirzad gave you the stone slate, right?
But how did you know?
Keep it safe.
Is it important?
You can't be unaware of its value, surely.
Well, it's vault value to whom?
To your employer, of course. After all, he is depending on it to write his paper. Anyway, let's head back. We shouldn't keep Jet and the others waiting for too long.
So, Traveler, I heard from Nachtigal that you beat up Storm Terror and were made an honorary knight for that achievement. Pardon me, but while you are quite skilled, you're really that powerful? Of course, Traveler is a hero in Mondstadt. That's amazing. Well, Bucks have been my only companion since I can remember, and I've never had the chance to travel afar. Actually, this is my first time traveling to so far from home. Right, Tirzad's an indorsalagi researcher, eh? That sounds so lame. I don't want to admit it, but my life's been bland if compared to all of yours. Just like this desert, it's practically impossible for those who lack strength to find a single unoccupied oasis. If you're so unhappy, then why not do something else? How about being a traveling merchant like Nachtigal? Or do something you're good at, like me and my father. That's not bad at all, is it? It's not that easy. I came from a family of academics, so I've been receiving training like this since I was a child. Like how a farmer's son learns to farm, or a blacksmith's son learns to strike iron. While I'm not doing great, I can't compare it to talented and established researchers in my family. But as things stand, I'm afraid I can't just do something else. I guess I drank a little too much earlier. Why am I even telling you all of this? Well, just laugh if you want to. I think you're being too stubborn. There's always a choice in life. I mean, just look at Bonifaz and I. We weren't born as traveling merchants, and no one in our family has been to Sumeru. But we're still here with the northern wind at our backs. We don't regret our choices at all. Seeing the boundless world unfold before our eyes fills us with a sense of freedom. Yeah, I too think that you're taking things a little too seriously, Tirzad. Right, like the relative you mentioned earlier, didn't she give up on her family's rules, traditions, and everything else to live the life she wanted to? maybe she's somewhere in this very desert, just like us, bathing under the milky white rays of moonlight and braving the dry night breeze while looking back at a great day she just had. If only I had an iota of her courage. I never knew making decisions would be this difficult because I've never given them any thoughts. I think I've lived the life I've wanted for as long as I can remember. That's really... Making choices is never easy. That's so. Choosing one means giving up on the rest. Wait, is this like something that really are 10... There are 10 dishes in front of Paimon, and that choosing one will make the other 9 vanish? Oh no, if only there were 10 Paimons to choose one each.
It's like these branches on a tree. While they come from the same roots, their endless division makes it so that some may not touch each other for decades or even centuries. But when the entire tree withers, its trunk decays, will these spectered branches finally meet in the soil.
Speaking of which, why did you choose to leave the desert, Father? You rarely mention your past, so I see all of this very different from Tirzad. I don't have family traditions, and I don't even remember my mother's face. I only have you, and you only have me. There's no large tree, no branches that tie us together. You might have left the desert long ago, and this might be my first time seeing it for myself. But I have this feeling that we're like grains of sand here in the desert. No family, no objective, but what we are is pretty free. Jet.
The desert holds only the past. It has no future. If what lies beneath the sand and wind can be discarded as the truth, then I can only say that it perhaps isn't something that will bring joy to everyone. I gave up the past of seclusion, not because it's a mistaken path, but because I found a better path. Jet, I hope you'll be able to take that bright path.
I don't really understand you. If the path of sand isn't what you desire, then why accept Tirzad's commission? Don't tell me it's because you want to take a look at your past. I think you just can't forget the deserts and the hot winds that sweep it. The strange thing is that I have no memories of the desert. Coming here makes me feel like I've returned home all the same. I love the sand, just like I love Paimon and Benben. This is a place with hope, too. I'm sure of it. Isn't finding Benben proof of that? It'll be a new day tomorrow. The ruins ahead are still waiting to be explored. Keep your chin up, Tirzad. No matter what others say, I think you're a brave person. You've taken the first steps and left the comforts of your home. Now just do as you've already done and take the second step and then the third. I'm sure you'll get to the place where no one has been and find that special research material of yours. Even you can occasionally say some nice things. Hey, Jet. I'm just speaking my mind. After all, I'm as free as the sand. But even the freest sand should rest at an oasis. It's getting late, so let's get some rest. It's already sunup.
I'll be on lookout tonight.
I'll sleep well with you looking out, Father. Oh, stars high above the wasteland, oh, nightingales weary of the day, it's time to take off the crown of roses, cleanse yourself with wine made of grapes. Sleep, close your eyes. Young golden slumber summons thee, wandering sand. Drink not that bitter salt water, for the sorrows of tomorrow have gone away. Camping out in the desert is terrible. Oh, come on. Why are you being so negative again? Well, the two of you are adventurers. Let's talk about you instead, Jet. How can a young girl like you endure sleeping in the sand while dressed like that? I just can't figure it out for the life of me. Tearzad, you're such a pampered guy. Tell me, will even a bean placed under 10 mattresses disturb your sleep? Of course not. Anyway, why would anyone sleep on 10 mattresses? I don't know. Perhaps it might be a hobby of the wealthy, or for all you know. But you should have expected that you have to camp outside. What else can we do anyway? Go back the way we came? Of course not. The material we gathered yesterday isn't enough to write anything good. Forget submitting it to the academia. Just reading it at the square would get me ridiculed. Oh, looks like you still got some spirit, huh? Of course. This huge ruin is right before me. It must be Kumenyu Temple. Kumenyu Temple. As a researcher, I must go in and have a look, right? And there is this. Ben? Right, Ben. What a strange thing. I mean, such an extraordinary thing might even be closely linked to King Deshret's civilization. If that's true, I can't turn a blind eye to it. Going back the way we came would be worse than putting a bean beneath my mattresses. You may as well have me sleep on top of 100 beans. I've never sleep again. 100 beans. That would hurt. Yeah. Anyway, before I collect enough materials for my paper, until I figure everything out, I shall not leave. I played all of you very well too, so if we do encounter danger, I'm counting on you to earn that pay. Hey, come on. Aren't we already companions in this journey? Of course we'll protect you in the face of danger. My father and I are professionals. Yeah, Traveler is amazing too. You have nothing to worry about. Who knows what the future holds?
Better to be safe than sorry.
Father?
The merchants can rest at the oasis while we're away.
Gladly. We discussed our contingency plan, but we must bury some of our supplies before we leave. In the worst case scenario, the merchants may be forced to leave. This way, we still have supplies to come back to, even if that happens. Is that really necessary? Underestimate the sand, you'll pay with your life. Since it's father, he definitely has his reasons. Well, it's always a good idea to prepare for every possibility. This should do, right? Let's set out then. Slow down! My hangover isn't. Tearsod, you better hurry up, or someone else might publish a paper about this before you. Don't say things like that! Traveler, you ready? Let's go too. But first, a nut.
Shine down. Motion to compel.
Hooray! Ah, well, first I want to see something. I still don't have enough clearance? Oh, that's a shame. I thought it would be smooth sailing this time, but we still have to figure out a way to get the door open. Isn't that good news? At least that means no one's ahead of me. Even if they may have chosen the same subject, I got here first.
The Academia's researchers aren't alone in coveting King Deshret's relics.
What do you mean coveting? I'm doing legitimate research, approved by the Academia. Don't you dare compare me to treasure hoarders. Let's just find a way through the door. Oh, Traveler, do you remember how Ben somehow made the stone slate light up? Let's have a look at it. We might have discovered a clue. What's Tearsod's stone slate doing with Traveler? Well...
Luna here is an expert adventurer with much more experience in ruin mechanisms than Tearsod. Giving her this important item will help us make the best use of it.
Yeah, that's it. That was my intention exactly. Is that how it is? Fine, you have a point. So, Traveler, have you figured anything out? Nothing so far. Well, Traveler does know nothing about research. It's never too late to learn. Even someone as knowledgeable as me can't figure anything out. Can't figure anything out. I suppose I really must continue improving myself. If I spend 10 years working hard at the academia, 10 years of hard work won't do anything for a layman. Just forget it. But you'll never know if you don't give it a try. Wait, Benben's acting a little strange. Maybe Ben can open the door? Oh, it's actually opening. I didn't expect Ben to be able to do that. I think Ben's saying that it's capable of more than that. Paimon gets the feeling that Ben is much more useful than the stone slate. Maybe we should ask this instead. Will the stone slate really be of any use? Of course it will. It has to. I might lose my mind if it's of less use than Ben.
Be patient. It's too early to make any judgment.
Huh? Well, you're right, Jabriel. A short-sighted researcher is bound to amount to nothing. Patience is a virtue. But neither Paimon nor Luna are researchers. We'll need patience nonetheless. Well, that's true. That's enough. It doesn't matter who did it. All that matters is the door is open, right? Now that the door is open, you're eager to go inside, aren't you, Ben? Alright, Tearzad, archaeologist team, let's go.
Let's advance with caution.
Oh, I know we should be fine if we stay close to Traveler, right? Come on, Traveler, let's get moving. Well, as soon as I get a drink. Oh, I am a thirsty boy. Ah, that is so much better. Ah! Yeah. A hair in my eye.
There is no escape. Boom boom.
Ugh. What am I doing? Interesting. Ben's been milling around the door, but nothing happened this time. It seems to have been talking to the doors earlier. Stop that nonsense. Doors can't speak. Something like Ben shouldn't be able to speak either, right? That's true. Guess Paimon's not unknowingly accepted that Ben can speak as well. But can beeping really be considered speaking? As long as communication is achieved, it doesn't matter if the language used is something we're familiar with. For example, animals have their own languages, and the sand has its own language too. But if we don't understand it, Paimon's curious. Paimon really wants to know what Ben's saying. Just ask Ben if you're curious. Ben, what were you talking to the door about? Oh, I see. You understand it? Of course not. It's just as I mentioned before. I can sense some of its emotions. But once you can understand Ben-Ben's emotions, trying to guess what Ben-Ben's saying isn't that difficult. Well, to be honest, Ben-Ben can't sense or understand anything. Did you? Just a little. What? Really? Well, no one's been here in a very long time. Oh, of course. Someone has been here, but they weren't able to open the door. Yeah, even Ben can't open it. The door is protecting something very important. And so much time has passed that it has almost forgotten how to use how it's used to open. People used to come here long ago, and some would even pass this way many times a day. I mean, it's such a huge door after all. People used to walk here, huh? Oh, it must have been a marvelous cat that no one could catch, which is why so many people pass through here. Wait a minute. Did the door tell Ben all that? Of course not. They're just guesses I made based on Ben-Ben's emotion. I almost believed you. If I had unknowingly included this in my paper, wouldn't everyone laugh at me once I published it? How will you make it up to me when that happens? Here's odd. That would be your own mistake. As a researcher, you should be able to distinguish the authenticity of the materials you collect. Yeah. That was close. I almost believed her too. Thank goodness we didn't have any papers to write.
We have a long journey ahead. Let's stop wasting time and get moving.
Right. This place is huge and filled with doors. If we do this in front of every door, who knows how long it'll take us to finish. Wouldn't that be perfect? You aren't fond of camping outside, but this place has walls, a ceiling, and even research materials you want. King Deshret's civilization fell due to tyranny, and this place is probably his mausoleum. I'd rather spend 2 weeks in the desert than spend a single night here. Tearside, do you and King Deshret have...
Jet. Hang on. Jet.
Alright. Nachtigal and the others are still waiting for us at the oasis. Let's continue exploring. I'm exhausted. Moreover, besides Ben, we haven't made any other discoveries, and that makes my exhaustion all the worse for it. We literally went like, what? Maybe 200 feet forward? How are you already exhausted? This place is huge, and we've seen so much on the way here. I'm unsure that there's a lot to write about, right? Even if Paimon doesn't really know much about these things. Neither of you are a researcher, so of course you don't understand. What we've witnessed this whole time can only be considered as proof for existing research, except Ben. How should I explain this to a non-researcher? Let me put it like this. I want my paper to get approved by the Academia's review. It's like love. What does this have to do with love? Your lover is academic research? The correct situation is that I want to love it, but it seems to hold no interest towards me. A paper must stand out to pass the review. Just imagine that you're pursuing your ideal partner. If you're no different from the other candidates, then how will you capture their hearts? This analogy sounds like a real stretch, you know? The way Tirzad thinks is really strange. In my opinion, a couple just has to consider each other's suitable. There's no need to compete with others. We're still talking about academic reviews, aren't we? I shouldn't have made that example. Just forget what I said.
I guess this is...
Ah, jeez. Hang on.
I guess this is where our little chat ends. It'll be more efficient if we split up and look for clues.
You know, now I think about it, we got the two girls, the athletic jock boy, the guy wearing green, and actually we have two sidekick characters, and one of them eats a whole lot. It's perfect. An archaeological expedition with no hope in sight. Who cares about efficiency?
That stone slate has lit up once. We'll definitely find a way to light up completely. We just have to not give up.
How can you guarantee that? Wait, so you really do know something, don't you?
What I know is that there may be hope if we continue forward, but we'll leave empty-handed if we turn back now.
Well, that's true. Tirzad, stop worrying about this and that. An Indorsolagi? Indorsolagi? I have no fucking clue. Researcher like you has finally gotten the opportunity to enter some ruins. So just treat it as a chance to view some of your seniors' research projects for yourself. You're right, I should be more professional. But even if we're going to split up, I want Traveler to stay close to me. Okay. I have nothing to worry about with you around. There is no danger here, and while you might be a researcher, you're terrible at puzzles. You'll just be a burden to Traveler. Exploring ruins has never been my forte, but if I'm given enough time and a pen and paper, then such problems will be no problem at all. Alright. Anyway, just shout help me if you're in danger or something. One of us will get there in time, probably. What if none of you do? It's as impossible as breaking open 10 bad eggs in a row for breakfast. I think you need some lessons on mathematics, Jet. I can introduce a teacher to you once we return. Well, hang on. Oh, it's the torches. Oh yeah, look at that.
Is this an answer from this world?
I see everything.
Shine down! Motion to compel!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Scorpion meat. Press T. It's already 9 o'clock, and
A reward on the road.
well, yeah, I just realized something. Nahida doesn't have a fake vision on her. Her vision is the leaf on her head. Well, at least that's the representation of her Dendro power. Hmm. Oh. Weird. Also, huh. I guess since they're trying not to conceal them, well, they're not trying to conceal themselves, they have no need for a fake vision. Hello. There. Great. As expected of my assistant, no mechanism or puzzle shall ever be your match. No need to exaggerate. Traveler is impressive, but you should help out too, Tirzad. Speaking of which, didn't you complain about being exhausted and not discovering anything so far? How are you this motivated now? It's because my researcher's intuition tells me that we're about to make a breakthrough. Researcher's intuition? Is it like an adventurer's instinct? Oh, Paimon gets it. That's the ability to predict that there will be an ambush at the corner or a trap behind a door, right? Then you better be careful, traveler. Father, let's be prepared for battle as well. What are you all talking about? The researcher's intuition I mentioned is based on vast knowledge and careful observation. It's akin to a flash of genius. I hate these intellectual types. But what you said does make sense. My consideration is lacking in that aspect. Well, if there's danger, I'll be counting on all of you to do the jobs I hired you for then. Is this a mural? Hey, Tirzad, are you alright? Me? Of course I am. Terrific. I've never felt better. Since Paimon and Traveler aren't from around here, it's understandable that you don't recognize its worth. As for Jabril and Jet, I guess it's not just you. No, it isn't something you should be have knowledge about. Paimon, let me test you for a moment. What can you discern from this mural? There are many people in something like a sun and an eye. I guess Paimon has no talent for this. Why did you even ask if you already knew that, huh? What about you, Traveler? What do you see in the mural? Insufficient subjects and a great king. Exactly! That's exactly what this mural symbolizes. The sun and the eye symbolize King Deshret. Beneath him are the 7 pillars, so we call them, that hold up King Deshret's pyramid of authority. As for his subjects, they are insignificant. They dare not express any complaint. They are forced to submit. But even so, they cannot escape destruction. Is that really the case? Come on, how can I be wrong? The theme of this mural clearly conforms to the description of King Deshret in everything I've ever read. A terrifying king who used absolute and supreme authority to keep all of his subjects beneath him. But this mural feels so peaceful to me. Everything feels so orderly. Everyone has their own place and duty. Isn't that good? What? What kind of crooked interpretation is that? I don't know. I fucking don't know. Yet, you can make up stories about Ben talking to doors, but deciphering murals and the history of King Deshret's civilization is my area of expertise. But now I won't hear any buts. Everything I said has been proven by prior researchers. This mural will become part of Bahumana too. Of course, I'll be the one to write it.
Jet isn't entirely correct, but you know very little about the sand.
You've hardly said more than a few words all this time, yet you're standing up for your daughter now. It may not be a match for you in battle or strength, but I have Traveler by my side. You'll take my side, won't you? That's not appropriate. We're all traveling together. No, we're all companions on this exploration. Even if our opinions differ, we shouldn't fight over it, right? What? Together? I started this expedition. I paid for it. All of you are employed by me. Moreover, I'm the only one with formal academic training. A layman has no right to speak on academic issues.
One who only draws from others can hardly call himself an independent researcher.
Oh, then let's hear your unique insight.
This destroyed kingdom was once strong and beautiful. It may be difficult to believe that all of this was built in the desert. And you only see the obscenities revealed on the surface, but fail to notice the direction of the people's hopes. It was their hope which tied the people of the sand to King Deshret. They thought that this would help them overcome calamity, but we know the outcome of that.
Even delusions should have limits. Are you trying to overturn all prior research? I don't think there's a sufficient evidence for any of this nonsense.
Well, what a coincidence. I, too, do not think that the opinion of a struggling researcher who came out here of desperation holds any weight.
You? Never knew you had such a sharp tongue. Father, arguing won't change a thing. Exactly. Paimon can't figure out what you're arguing about, but it's academic. There's always room for discussion, right? So put your differences aside for now. You can't convince each other anyway. Yeah, so let's continue our investigation. Perhaps we'll discover more clues. Then we can see who's right and who's wrong, alright? This is infuriating. I shouldn't have discussed academics with a layman. Whoa, what's going on? Whatever it is my fault. His path looks like it leads upwards.
I don't see any traps. I'm wondering where it leads, but
Staying here won't change anything either. So let's continue, shall we? Is it so slow? Oh, these ruins are magnificent. Those aren't ordinary ruins. If the records are correct, they should be King Deshret's mausoleum. It's where the tyrant is buried. Should we still go forward then?
all questions have been answered, and all questions slumber here. Have an answer, sorry.
I'll do this, even if all I achieve is showing some ignorant mercenaries the error of their ways. Traveler, let's head over carefully. I wonder if Lily's still here. Awesome. Paimon feels even smaller now that we've gotten closer. Paimon feels as insignificant as a grain of sand. Been playing as I listen? Awesome. That was also one of King Deshret's means of ruling, building huge spectacles to install the idea that his subjects are small and insignificant into them, thus achieving the objective of domination, while dominating them. The act of using huge amounts of manpower to build such spectacle in the desert is a testament to King Deshret's tyranny. You know, I have a feeling I know exactly what's going on here. This is a commentary on the viewpoints of academic researchers and the actual people's experiences when it came to ancient Egypt and the building of the pyramids. Because for the longest time, at least out here in the West, people believe that, oh, well, they used slaves and they were terrible to their people and blah, blah, blah. The Bible didn't help. But later on, it has been discovered that ancient Egypt was actually a lot more caring to their people. And like they had like shifts, vacation, stuff like that. Like they treated their people well, and that's how they managed to get these like giant monuments to stand. I find it interesting. It's like based off of a preconceived notion and based off of the stories that have been brought down by generation. Well, no, since I wasn't there, yeah. They gleaned this information after studying, ancient ruins and hearing like word of mouth stories from people from Egypt who did actually have ancestry that were part of the pharaoh's lineage. So, yeah, it's very interesting. Like that people weren't like whipped and worked until they collapsed and died. It was more like any other major construction work. Were there risks? Of course there were. But there's risks in building a giant skyscraper. No sound effects. Oh, so Benben can even open a door this huge? It's difficult to say. Maybe it just opened on its own. It might have nothing to do with Benben. Why is he being so stubborn? Then explain to me how this thing, Benben, opened the door. What's the logic behind it? Paimon doesn't know either. Benben, what is it? Do you want to go inside? Something you're familiar with in there? A grain of sand is insignificant, but an ocean of them possesses immeasurable strength. Researcher of blind faith, do you really have the courage to set foot into the sand? We're already here, so of course we must go inside. Still, my researcher's intuition is telling me that the danger ahead is improbable to the dangers we face so far. Oh, incomparable. I doubt I can trust either of you desert dwellers, so traveler, I'm counting on you to keep me safe. Come on, it's just some difference of opinion. It isn't that serious, is it? You don't get it at all. A collusion of views in academics is no different from a battle. Sheesh. This guy is really getting more annoying by the minute. All this time and still being racist. Yeah. So are all of you done? It's not that easy to hold Benben back. Sorry. So Benben really wants to go inside, huh? Let's stop delaying then.
Incinerate! Breath of the flame!
Ooh, thank goodness. Goodness, Benben's alright. Seriously, stop rushing off so quickly. What if you get into trouble? Should that be called an injury or a malfunction? Does it matter? There aren't any doctors or technicians here anyway. Beep? We do have a bunch of angry adults, though. You're absolutely right about that. I'm not angry. This place is full of evidence. It will not take long to prove that I'm right. I mean, look at this huge coffin. Tisk tisk. Wait, what? How did we get this open? I mean, can't figure out if he's... Oh, I was like, wait, Paimon is now identifying as male? No, he's talking about Tearzon. Paimon can't figure out if he's brave or cowardly.
What are those?
What are those? The huge statues here? Don't they look like guards? They're so intimidating. Tearzon. Paimon thinks it's best if you don't touch anything here. They're just rocks. We have nothing to fear from rocks. There may be a mechanism around here somewhere. Let me take a look.
We should split up and search for clues.
Okay, this guy is sounding more and more like Fred. Damn it. All of this Mora, and not a single piece to grab. Yeah. Wrong button. Yeah, look at that.
Curiosity deserves a reward.
I'll keep this close.
Why must time go in such a fast motion? I don't understand it. Yeah, I know.
I'll keep this close.
Now then, was there something down here? Oh, there was. There's one of these. Not G, T.
Illusion shattered.
Boom!
I'll keep this close.
Ah, I see. Oh, Traveler, as impressive as always. I'll definitely credit you if I'm able to publish my paper successfully. Although what we're about to do is disgraceful, it's all done for academic purposes. I promise it's not for selfish gain. Hmm? Wait, there's nothing in here. How is it possible? But these diagrams... Wait a minute. Let me think. I get it now. This has to be an illusion. No! You're just delusional! Of course, King Deshret knew that... Inquisitive researchers like me would come to the desire to get to the bottom of things and uncover all his secrets. So, of course, he wouldn't let others get to them that easily. Thus, he built this huge mausoleum and prepared so many doors and rooms. He even went so far as to prepare illusions like this to mislead us. The most important thing wouldn't be placed in such a conspicuous spot. Moreover, this place is too low. Way too low. The real treasure is definitely higher up. It must be in a place closer to the sky. What other nonsense? Oh, well, let's hear what you think then.
I may not be able to say what exactly it's for, but I know for sure what you say is untrue.
Does someone like you even have the right to say that I only draw from work of others? You don't even have the intelligence to use the work of others.
Indeed, but I am still convinced that you know too little about these sands.
Stop going on about the sands. What you see is the truth. Just you wait. I'll find solid proof that you can't refute. Up. Let's go upward. Traveler, let's find a way up. Paimon's worried that Tirzad will get himself into trouble if this goes on. Theoretically, this should be where King Deshret's organs are stored. But just like before, nothing physical is stored here. What do you mean? Oh, I have a theory, but I need more evidence to prove it. Father, what do you think? I'm sure you know something, right? Even if you don't tell me or anyone else.
The stone slate is the key, but it cannot open all doors. Even the key must first receive acknowledgement.
Oh, Benben's link to this place is obvious. What do you mean the stone slate must receive acknowledgement? That's just absurd. Benben, who do you think is correct? Now that I've calmed down a little, I can understand why Jabriel is challenging my views. You said that he was once from the desert. Perhaps from experiences, maybe even verbal, have been treated as knowledge. Not that they are true knowledge, of course. Naturally, there are no academic records of such things. God, I hate these stupid academia people. They treat knowledge as infallible, but it's a combination of human wisdom, which means that it's fallible, because humans are idiots and new things are discovered every day. Like, why would you discredit certain people's experiences, traditions, and such? If you have no experience being in the desert, why are you trying to say that you're more knowledgeable than the people from the desert? It pisses me off. His superstitions are understandable considering the society he lived in. But, Jet, do you really think that Benben's words are worth believing? These are, after all, words that come out of nowhere instead of an actual academic researcher, you know. And that's another thing that I find so irritating about these guys, is that they think that, like, because they know so much, suddenly everyone else is discredited. Because, oh, the academia is the largest culmination of human wisdom. Your point? You've never been to fucking Mondstadt. Do you really think that you know everything about Mondstadt because you read it in a fucking book? I hate these kinds of idiots. But Benben has helped a lot on our trip. As for you, Tirzad, you've been nothing but talk. I doubt your speeches, high-flown thought, high-flown through they sound. There are even entirely correct. I get the feeling that my father knows more, and that if he would just tell us everything he knows. Repeating something wrong 1,000 times won't make it right. Luna, Paimon, you are adventurers with vast amounts of experience, and unlike that father-daughter pair, you have no link to this place. So what do you think is right? Oh, you can't just spring that on us. Paimon's right. Hey, wait a minute. Paimon hasn't said anything yet. Even if you ask us, we couldn't be able to answer a question like that. Instead of worrying about different opinions, why don't we focus on focus our attention on a real problem, like, oh right, didn't the stone slate light up earlier? But there are still so many blank spots on it. So, do you think we'll find clues about this stone slate here? Why don't we take a look at the stone slate? It's shining. Looks like the opening up the passageway too. So it really is a key. But if you look closely, there are still empty patches. Tearside, can you tell us about the symbols on it now? I'll have the answer once they're all lit up. It's still too early to now. I can't jump to conclusions. You know, that does make sense. If the people of the past were fond of using inverted sentences, we may come to the complete opposite conclusion if we don't have all of the information. You know, Paimon kind of doubts that would happen. Since the passageway to the next place has shown itself, we have no other choice but to push forward. Will things really go that smoothly? Paimon keeps having the feeling that something is leading us forward. Going back the way we came is an option. How can we turn back at this point? My masterpiece just needs some final touches. Just that tiny piece of decisive proof. I expect all of you to stay until the end. Would you really call a decisive piece of evidence tiny? Paimon may not know whether Jabriel or Tearside is correct, but we'll definitely get an answer if we continue, right? Traveler, let's be more careful from now on. Hey, Luna, what happened? Thank goodness, you're finally awake. Paimon doesn't know what happened either. We were here when Paimon woke up. Maybe it was a trap? Anyway, let's go look for the others. Whoa. This is a big place.
everything!
There is no escape!
You have so much to catch up on? Yeah.
Illusion shattered!
Invisible evidence! Hey!
Catch up to it. Yeah. Oh.
Let's end this quickly.
I see everything!
There is no escape!
I guess this is it.
You're finally here, my savior. I woke up to find myself in this place. My whole body felt like it was falling apart. That wasn't even the end of it. I went to get great lengths to finally get Jet and her father, but the Fatui attacked again. That's terrible. Paimon, traveler, did you see Ben on the way? Ben's gone. I searched all around the area to no avail. We didn't, did we? We didn't. Ben must be up ahead. It's only one left alone now, so we must find it soon. There's no need to be anxious. The way I see it, it's probably only got lost because it likes running off by itself so much. Benman has helped us so much. It's part of our group. I don't know about you, but I won't be so cruel as to abandon a companion. I must find Ben. Its capabilities is undeniable, Tirzad. I'm sure you're aware of that. Even you, Jabril. Fine. You win. Let's find Ben first. But I'm leaving if we encounter the Fatui again. Speaking of which, what are the Fatui doing here? Is this some kind of archaeological hotspot? That's impossible. I wouldn't have chosen this place if it were such a hot research topic. True, after all, you've said yourself that you aren't a very great researcher. You probably won't stand a chance against those elites. It's called avoiding battles where victory isn't guaranteed. Either way, this place may be more troublesome than we expected. Let's advance carefully. Frog. In lizards. And mushrooms.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home.
Shine down.
Remarkable condition.
Hey,
Another problem.
There is no escape.
So quiet.
I see everything.
Disgusting.
Ah. Now that makes me think. Not that. Geography. Okay. Looks like all that's left is the ones in the desert.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
Everyone hold hands.
Come at me.
Shine down.
You can't run. Well, looks like I went too far.
That weasel appeared and then
Who this
disappeared.
gift could be from.
Oh, wow, I only have 19 left. Yay! I get a masked weasel. Hang on, I want to explore a bit. I need my healer.
We'll need a strategy.
Hey,
New punching. Come at me. Looks like I
tradition.
Everyone hold hands.
The influence shall
Illusion shattered.
incinerate. No mercy. This body belongs to ice and snow.
Find anything you like?
Whoa, this is bigger than I anticipated.
Take it easy. A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Emerge, right now. Emerge.
짱 밀어.
Take it easy.
I see everything.
A new punching
There is no escape.
Ba-boom! Yikes!
You can't run. Well, I need to kill Roy. We've only just looks like I went too far. Death.
Ooh, we can definitely write this off as incidental gains.
A whole crate. Just for a, yeah, just for a cabbage and a carrot. That rooms. I wonder if it was a trap. Why did it send us here? It's common practice to attempt to expel trespassing outsiders. If you want technical details, you'll have to wait until I return and ask some of these guys. Oh, but I wonder, if King Deshret was a tyrant like you say, why wouldn't a lethal mechanism instead? We're just lucky that we haven't encountered one yet, and I hope that we never do. Look, we can continue our expedition on this path. I don't want... Oh, shit.
Those guys down there aren't friendly. We must find a way around them to proceed forward, or...
It's the Fatui. The Eremites again. You know, Traveler, Paimon's been thinking, did they kidnap Benben? We gotta rescue it.
Yet, calm down.
Are you kidding? I'm just an ordinary researcher. I came here to solve academic problems, not to fight. But we won't have been able to get here without Benben. In Tirzad, you'll never be able to solve these academic problems if you're without Benben either. That's right. We've got to rescue it. Even if it's just for the sake of completing our expedition. You're not afraid of them, right, Traveler? Don't worry. Traveler is an expert at dealing with the Fatui, but we should still be careful. Alright. I think that is going to be it for tonight. All right. Well, that was 2 hours 45 minutes. Not too bad. Not a bad stream at all. And the intellectual was really getting to you, wasn't he? He was, but no, it's because I have to go to bed. So that's why. Anyway. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Lily. I really do appreciate someone chatting with me. I should be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be doing more Genshin or if I will do something else like Core Keeper or something. But we'll see. Until then, keep being awesome, guys. See ya.